The poem London by William Blake is poignant and thought-provoking. The poet discusses societal issues prevalent in 18th-century London. The poem was composed during the Romantic era. Critical analysis of the poem London shows William Blake's dissatisfaction with the oppressive social and political conditions of his time. The poem opens with a vivid description of the cityscape. The speaker is wandering through the streets and the River Thames. The poet portrays the city as bleak and desolate. He uses words like chartered and mark to highlight the regulated and controlled nature of London. The repeated use of the word chartered implies a sense of confinement. These words suggest that the city's streets are restricted and owned. The poet indirectly says that there is a lack of freedom in the city. One of the notable features of the poem is its use of symbolism. Blake employs symbols to convey deeper meanings and to satirize various aspects of society. The chartered Thames represents the commercialization and commodification of the river. He also targets religious institutions. The blackening church is a symbol of the corruption within religious institutions. The youthful harlot's curse symbolizes the exploitation of women and the moral degradation. Deep critical analysis of the poem London by William Blake shows that the poet uses repetition. The repetition of the word every underscores the suffering of every oppressed human being in London. This literary device emphasizes that no aspect of society remains untouched by the pervasive issues outlined in the poem. The repetition also contributes to the rhythmic flow of the verses. The poem is marked by a somber tone. The poet's disillusionment with the state of London becomes clear. The cries of the chimney sweepers and the soldiers' sighs create a melancholic atmosphere. The poem highlights the human cost of societal ills. Blake's choice of language is simple yet powerful. The poem evokes strong emotions and a sense of empathy for those who suffer. The poem concludes and the speaker asserts that the mind-forged manacles are responsible for the pervasive suffering in London. This phrase encapsulates Blake's belief that mental and psychological constraints are the root cause of human suffering. The poet calls for liberation from these figurative chains to attain true freedom and happiness. In conclusion, London by William Blake is a compelling work of poetry that delves into the social, political, and moral issues of its time. William Blake offers a critical appraisal of London through vivid imagery, symbolism, and a carefully crafted tone. The readers are made aware of suffering that constrains individual freedom. The poem remains a timeless commentary on the human condition and serves as a testament to Blake's enduring legacy as a visionary poet of the Romantic era.